Nice work, fledgling. I felt that explosion a mile away. Beckett. No kidding. Huh, Beckett is a historian of sorts. He's unearthed more vampire lore than anyone. Well, that's all. What do you need? I know you did. Sharp kid. Can track like a bloodhound. I watched him work for a while. You better get back downtown. Prince...
Nothing back there for you to see.
Brought my Lily back. She told me all about what happened. I don't know why you helped it. I'm gonna be getting out of LA soon. Too dangerous here. Rosa told us something big's about to happen, and I don't want to be here when the jack comes out of the box. Take that for what you will.
Fucking mayhem, bro.
If the head vampire dies, we all be... Oh. How about blood transfusions? If I get a full... What?
This sucks, bro.
Okay, start now.
Mr. Milton, you know who this is, and I do hope you realize that we're still on for tonight. Meet me at the agreed-upon location across from the bar by the underpass. Bring your associate, Mr. Durbin, as it is a two-man job that I am proposing. With any luck, the two of you are already on your way, and I shall see you soon. Goodbye.
God. I feel like crap. Actually, I need to ask you a favor. Could you pick me up some cold medicine at the store? I hate to bother you, but I can't seem to get out of bed. The code on my door is 1203. Hey, listen, I had a really good time the other night. Maybe we could do it again sometime. Sorry, I'm rambling. Okay, bye.
Paul, is that... Hey, you're not Paul. Who are you? What are you doing in here? He did? I don't really know. I've taken all kinds of medicine, but I can't... Well, I think I got sick from one of my clients. I was feeling fine until I saw her a few days ago. She was just a woman who called. She found my ad in the newspaper. Usually only do business with her name was Jezebel Locke. Yeah, I mean, I think so. To tell you the truth, I don't really remember a whole lot about that night, you know. Well, the next thing that's clear is when I woke up the next morning. She had a room at the Empire Hotel. I can't remember the number. Good. I hope so.
Yes? May I help you? Yes. Miss Locke is one of our more... I can't do that. It's against hotel policy. I'm sorry, sir. But if I went back to the office and made a key for...
Oh, yeah, who do we have here? Yes, I am Jezebel, and I have... Oh, you cannot escape me, little morsel. One way or another... Yes, I follow the path of the ninth circle. Come and join the enlightened, I cannot control my hunger any longer. Come.
Don't move!
Say now, brother, seeing the kind of commando gear you been stocking up on, you ain't just... Wow, that's your business, okay. I just figured somebody with a shopping list like yours might be up for a little action czar, alright? Yo, I need a hardcore, massively bionic, two-fisted Yojimbo for a supersized skull. Straight up $100 million movie gangster. You still with... Here's what's going down. I got a tip that the Chinatown Tone and some local boys, but let's just say a certain client of mine is ready to drop some Uncle Sam-sized bucks to acquire what's in briefcase number 1. Yeah, that's what I like to hear. Now, if you're the straight-out hard...
Freeze, motherfucker!
partner. Outstanding. Yeah, that's beautiful. Everything looks in order. So I'll just drop this off to the new owner in the morning. Then I'm gonna get me a big old steak. Not that domestic stuff neither. I'm gonna order up.
Yo, koala ears, lazy eye hammocks, and dwarf saddles right here, only here.
This is my stuff, man. Get away from my stuff. He done tore him up, right in two. These two guys, the dead guy and the other, they showed up. I've been living here, so I hid. I thought maybe the dead feller called him Muddy. They was waiting on someone. They were going to do some kind of job, they were saying. But the person they was meeting, well, he was late. So the one guy leaves his... 1 second he wasn't there, and then he was. Like out of the shadows he come up. Scared the shit out of the dead guy. I'd like to... Oh, that killer, he grew these claws. I swear it, I saw it. The dead guy went white like it. Oh, I couldn't hear too good. Something about revenge for what he did or what they did. The killer made sure the dead guy knew who he was, and then... Okay, I will. I don't want to never think about that again.
We told him to burn the blood and go to the hospital. Said he thought he'd get over it. And are stubborn that way. This proves the plague bearer's gotta be found. Right on. Except we just did a second one over near the convention center. They're part of some doomsday cult apparently. No telling how many there are, but it's open.
me. Oh, you do? Well. Okay. Alls I know is that old tin can bill. Well, you can usually find him You got any cans?
Who's there, huh? Old Bill can't see too good these days. Yeah, I might be able to. Thank you much. Now, I know you ain't going to believe old Bill, because I've been telling... It was a monster, you see. Monster with his face all twisted and ugly, teeth longer than your finger, and these eyes. He grabbed me, threw me over his shoulder, took me to the bad place, the dark place. Don't remember too much after that. Blacked out and...
Following the smell of entry. Brother Canker, they call me. High Lord in the diseased halls of the dead. Look around you. The blood. They are the weak, sick. The Brotherhood of the Ninth Circle. The darkest. The doors have been opened. The seals broke. Come, draw.
Not today.
What's up, brother? You enlightened? I see. Welcome.
Hey, did you get summoned? You're new to the Brotherhood, huh? Just got enlightened? I've been here a few days. I don't know. I mean, I hear things, but I haven't been blood. She said, blood everywhere. She saw. Yeah. I know. The bishop said we have to shed our earthly.
Welcome, brother. I see you have been enlightened. Are you searching for disease? Brother, you've got to open your mind. They call me Bishop Vic, Shepherd of the Damned, your midnight guide through our last days here on Earth. Gehenna, Judgment Day, the Apocalypse again. Brother, you are too indoctrinated into the antiquated beliefs of this material world. there is... You talk of disease. What about the disease that you and I both carry? Our flesh remade into nothing more than an abomination, feeding on our brother. No, brother. There is no God who would tolerate such a thing. The time for words has come and gone, my brother. You and I will take those last steps together and see what truth lies behind the curtain. Let the night...
Hey, stop right there.
Ugh, can't. You killed all of them? You? Huh. So I guess you want me to thank you? Righteous. You know, you just may have an anarch soul. I'll let you chew on that, Danny. Some of the boys might have overheard our conversation and gotten the impression I've gone soft. Somebody in this joint's gotta lack the restraint to keep their mouth shut. I don't know. You seem pretty tight with Nancy Pants up there. Say, you really want to help us out? Stay close to LaCroix. Smooch his ass, play ball. Keep an eye on for us. You hear anything spicy, you come talk to me. Don't advertise. Cool. With someone on the inside, we should be able to eject his...
Help me! My crew, we were here shooting for my show. I'm a parapsychologist, haunted LA. Look, I'll level with you. We usually fake these things, you know, ghosts. That's all bullshit. We were setting up downstairs, and weird shit started happening. My crew. No, don't go down there. We've got to get out. It's coming. It's coming. I'm perfectly sane. That's right, I'm fine.
Real terror is not the sight of death. It is the fear of death. What is the fear of death? Terror of the unknown. Is it these eyes you peer into? No, I am not the unknown. You and I are closer kin than you and it were. Drinking blood to sustain your death, you are damned, yes? What if, besides the blood of the living, you had to eat pounds of their flesh to maintain that thin facade? We drink blood, I eat flesh, kine eat food, but kine think us a monster. Without remorse, they would burn our body twice over to be certain we were destroyed. What is unnatural for some is vital for others. My birth name I tell no one. You may address me as Pisha. Pisha was the name of my companion and lover in a time before my death. Wait, my stay in this city is transitory. I seek relics of the occult traced here and would trade similar artifacts to acquire them. But if you wish to bargain with me, the kind upstairs must be sent down here. He has seen too much. Eventually. Tell him this was all a ruse, his friends playing a joke. He will come. He must come down here. If he leaves...
Hey, baby. Looking for a... For you, honey? 50 American dollars. Well, for you only. Let's go. Not here. It's too public. We need our privacy, sugar. Not here. It's too public. Okay, honey. Let's see what you got.
My man, what is...
David Duchovny sick, signed, sealed, and certified. David Duchovny sick, signed, sealed, and certified. Hey, don't walk on by. I look like Dionne Warwick. Check it out, step right up. Yo, koala ears, lazy eye hammocks, and dwarf saddle right here. Yo, man, got a Galapagos turtle, this week only. Yo, koala ears, lazy eye hammocks, and dwarf saddles right here, only here.
I don't want to talk to you. Move.
hospital. But my crew, are they... dead? But how did you... What are you?
Hey, hold it!
I made a request of you. Why? The kind's fate was sealed the moment he entered. Do not waste time debating the morality. Yes, I am searching for 2 items I have tracked to this area. One, I believe, may be in one of the local museums. I have not yet searched them all. The other I believe to be in the Giovanni's possession, though I have not confirmed it. For these items, I will exchange items of similar worth. A fetish is described in a 19th century chronicle of a British platoon's encounter with a local tribe. Soldiers would go missing in the night and be replaced by these fetishes. It may be valuable to my studies. It is used to communicate with certain entities otherworldly. It is a tome called the Voce del Morte. Should you find yourself within the walls of the Giovanni, seize the opportunity and take it, for they will make sure you never have another.
Yeah, you go right on up and see Mr. LaCroix. Let's see what we got on good old camera 3. Oh, well. Hello there. I've been thinking about you. Oh, yeah. I want to lick you all over.
Give the Anarch community my... If I may give you a piece of advice, always listen to others' words carefully. Read between the lines, gauge where you stand with them and who they decry or exalt. The more you know about someone, the greater your advantage. Now that that's out of the way, I trust you're prepared to leave for the Dane. Good. I'm counting on an encore exposition of the talent you showed earlier. Go. And remember, under no circumstances are you to open the Ankaran sarcophagus. We'll talk later. Good. There's a boat waiting for you on the beach in Santa Monica.
Need a ride? Lovely evening.
had been. No, you are God.
Yo, Pally, over here.
Ah, for Christ's sakes. Tell Jacobson if he plans on making editor-in-chief, he's got to start working with me. I can't keep getting him these scoops if he's gonna send high school journalists who don't know enough to wear something that would blend in. Jeez. What kind of Woodstein don't think to at least show dressed up like an investigator, a Coast Guard guy, something? I mean, didn't you ever see Fletch? What, are they just handing out those diplomas nowadays? Take it easy, Flash. This is still a badge you're talking to. All right, look. I got you a copy of the initial report, and I can get you into the cabin, but you gotta make yourself real scarce after that. Anybody catches you, I don't know you. And no goddamn flash photography, brainchild. Hold up a sec. Hines to Marsh. Hines to Marsh. Marsh, they need you up in the bridge. Over. There. Head down the stairs behind you and stay low. When you get down there, wait for me to call off the guy guarding gangway A. As soon as he leaves, get your ass moving, and don't let him see you. I'll give you a couple of minutes, but don't dilly-dally. In and out, okay? Don't forget to stay out of sight. If anyone sees you, you're on your own. Take the stairs up to the security room. There'll be a computer in there. Now get a move on. And don't forget to tell Jacobson. Hines to Jacobson, Anderson. Hines to Anderson. Come in, Anderson. Come check this out. I just saw a baleen whale. Yeah?
Who's there?
Hop in.
I know this might seem creepy and all, but please don't blow me off, okay? Someone told me I could find you here. I mean, I've been looking all over for you since that night. Because I just wanted to... I'm in your debt. I want to help you. I owe you my life, and I feel like I need to repay you. I almost forgot. I'm Heather. Wait! Here, I got you this. I thought you might be able to use it. I can't... Really? I promise you won't regret it. Promise! I'll get you money, I'll get you things... I know where you live. I checked there first. I'll wait for you at your place.
Evening, Chief. Yeah, he told me to send you up as soon as you came in. Lots of people here to see Mr. LaCroix. Nice guy. He's...
I've said all I need to for now. What did I tell you? It's all over the police radio. Do you comprehend the consequences of your actions? This kind of exposure reeks of the supernatural in mortal eyes. Even the Sabbat aren't this careless. I explicitly asked you not to harm any of the police officers. I'm only going to tell you this once. If you break the Masquerade, if we are exposed, pray that the mortals kill you. For every kindred on this planet will hunt for your blood. I'm losing my patience. And the Ankaran sarcophagus. What did you see? Opened? Let's not jump to conclusions. Give me the manifest in your notes. I'll sort this mess later. You might have noticed when you came in, the parade of malingering mollycoddles filing out. Those were the Primogen, this city's clan elders. A worrisome bunch devoted first and foremost to the security of their own skin. Which is why they were here. It seems Alistair Grout, the Malkavian Primogen, has either forgotten how to answer his phone, or is missing. Each minor problem like a grain of sand. Each night I inherit the desert. The Sabbat's appearance has put the Primogen on edge. Grout's mansion is in the Hollywood Hills. I need you to pry Grout out of whatever crack he's crawled into and have him contact us. Every problem that's brought to me has to be dealt with. It's the seemingly insignificant, time-consuming trivialities that plague my night. Which is why, when I assign you a simple task, I only want to hear unbridled vehemence on your part. Understood? I'm assigning you something that can't be screwed up. Charitably. This is your chance to gain a small... Go see Grout. Yes, about Grout. As I said, Grout is the Malkavian primogen. His behavior and home are eccentric, to say the least. He's developed a paranoid... When we hear from Grout, you may come back.
Heard anything? Fuck. Goddamn candies. Ugh. You guys are all the same.
Going somewhere?
You. What are you doing here? Out now. You should get out here. This place is bad news. Pardon me.
It is quite peculiar, the happenings I've been made to witness for my supernatural longevity. I am thinking of one unfortunate phenomenon in particular, of unique interest to my station, both as a professional and as a sufferer of this vampiric condition. It seems the stream of time has begun to erode the moorings of my chosen course of study, for the methodologies that gave birth to psychology are slowly disappearing. I find myself in an era that overlooks the physical component of psychological pathology time and again in favor of the sophistic practices of Freud. Phrenology, dactopintilism, and the rest of the old guard has fallen by the wayside, its champions all silenced in death, with my unique exception. Would that I could make my voice heard again, although it may be suspicious should I return to popular medical discourse 50 years after my apparent death. No, better that I continue my studies into the psychoses in secret. One day, may I hold up my own cure as validation of the methods. I am confident no cure for my condition, or that of my beloved wife, lies within our figurative minds, waiting to be unlocked by the correct combination of memories recovered from our childhoods. And I'm most certain it has nothing to do with the relationship between myself, my parents, and my genitals. Sorry, Sigmund, but I choose to stay my course. In time, too, may your star fade and disappear. Another unfortunate casualty to tide of time, insane asylums. I lament their loss not only as brokerage houses for the breadth and depth of human psychoses, but also I shall mourn the disappearance of that peculiar environment present only in an insane asylum. That palpable atmosphere of blistered brains and churning bowels, the odoriferous mélange of freely flowing bodily humors, that gently rolling cacophony of distant sobs and screams, the muttered cursing at perceived enemies, and the blissful gurgling of the lobotomy.
Newborn baby in sky. I shall still find test subjects as sure as I find bloody sustenance in the
night, but this climate, I fear, may never be replicated. Often I reflect with great regret on the missed opportunity that was my infector. Had I been conscious after the attack, I could have stopped the orderlies from locking her in the roaming pen. What I would give for just one interview, a few simple questions of the plague-ridden woman who met her end that dawn. Of course, there is no guarantee she would have been any more helpful than my current crop of test subjects, mewling wretches. Few could be called enthusiastic. Given the nature of the tests, I cannot expect the same fervor from all, but a modicum of cooperation would be appreciated. Animals. The one called John went so far as to gnaw off his arm and escape into the floorboards like some feral rodent. I still hear him scurrying about at night. He must be making an atrocious mess in there. After decades of solitary study into this affliction, I have learned that it is by no means mine alone. Indeed, the city is home to an entire society of similarly afflicted individuals with whom I've only recently made contact. They are an understandably standoffish sort, by and large, but I have been able to confirm with them that the condition is indeed vampirism, which apparently comes in a multitude of strains, each with a spectacular set of symptoms such as invisibility and even a sort of lycanthropy. Through numerous official interactions with the governing body of this secret society, I have concluded that their fundamental understanding of the vampiric condition is woefully lacking and mired in suspicion and pseudo-religious dogma that would make a Turk balk for its strictures. Indeed, they seemed impressed with my studies and the eloquence with which I was able to present them. Apparently, the typical sufferer of my particular strain of vampirism is far from the vanguard of the King's English. So impressed were they that they even offered me an office in their government, a rather high office by the sound of things. I believe I shall accept. If nothing else, it should provide a lofty vantage point from which to observe the breadth and epidemiology of the affliction so that I may move more expeditiously toward a cure. As I expand my dealings with the vampire government, I have encountered a disturbing new symptom of this affliction. Frequently, in conversation, I will hear voices emanating from other vampires, voices that are not their own, but which seem to have insight into their lives beyond what I could gather from simple conversation. These voices seem to echo from deep within my fellow vampires, and I cannot be certain if this symptom belongs to my strain of holistic lives. The voices are various and inconsistent. I dare not mention this symptom to my vampiric peers, for they have proven themselves true predators to whom I could be loath to reveal any sign of weakness. Indeed, these voices have counseled me against confessing their presence, and until I can confirm their source, I will listen. The information the voices have given me ranges from curious to frightening. The latter case is especially true of one powerful vampire whose name I shall not commit to recording in the interests of self-preservation. As I expand my dealings with the vampire government, I have encountered a disturbing new symptom of this affliction. Frequently, in conversation, I will hear voices emanating from other vampires, voices that are not their own, but which seem to have insight into their lives beyond what I could gather from simple conversation. These voices seem to echo from deep within my fellow vampires, and I cannot be certain if this symptom belongs to my strain of the illness or theirs, for the voices are various and inconsistent. I dare not mention this symptom to my vampiric peers, for they have proven themselves true predators to whom I could be loath to reveal any sign of weakness. Indeed, these voices have counseled me against confessing their presence, and until I can confirm their source, I will listen. The information the voices have given me ranges from curious to frightening. The latter case is especially true of one powerful vampire whose name I shall not commit to recording in the interests of self-preservation. The voices have increased in frequency and direction of late. They have begun to stay with me long after conversation has ceased and are serving as quite a distraction. I fear others are beginning to notice my preoccupation at the vampire gatherings. I am thinking again of the particular vampire of whom I spoke previously, who I dare not name for my growing fear. If the voices are to be believed, then my caution is warranted, for they speak of his blackest crimes, both past and future. More than once I have seen the suspicion in his eyes and heard the distrust in his voice when speaking with me. The fear must register on my face, as it is all I can do in these moments to keep from crying out in chorus with the voices. I am no longer safe. I know it. I am no longer safe. I know it. The voices have proven themselves authentic, and I have withdrawn from the vampire society entirely. My absence will no doubt draw attention, but I could no longer hold my fragile composure around the ravenous eyes of my vampire peers, especially not around him. The voices compelled me to make what I fear is a Faustian bargain, but I had to, for their demands are constant and merciless. I have secluded myself within the mansion. He'll go to any length to achieve his ambitions, and he knows that I know. I have taken precautions to protect my beloved wife. Her cure will have to wait until our immediate safety is guaranteed. The mansion was constructed with security in mind, but at that time I was not privy to the full range of vampire capabilities. The voices echo in the twisted corridors of my psyche, dark whisperings of a macabre and formless menace, the approach of which portends an end to all of this. I am no longer safe. I know it. The voices have proven themselves authentic, and I have withdrawn from the vampire society entirely. My absence will no doubt draw attention, but I could no longer hold my fragile composure around the ravenous eyes of my vampire peers, especially not around him. The voices compelled me to make what I fear is a Faustian bargain, but I had to, for their demands are constant and merciless. I have secluded myself within the mansion. I know he will strike out at me. He will go to any length to achieve his ambitions, and he knows it, I know. I have taken precautions to protect my beloved wife. The cure will have to wait until our immediate safety is guaranteed. The mansion was constructed with security in mind, but at that time I was not privy to the full range of vampire capabilities. The voices echo in the twisted corridors of my psyche, dark whisperings of a macabre and formless menace, the approach of which portends an end to all of this.
Hey, Lord! August, as you burn, let this...
evening there. Sure, I'll open it.
The Primogens still haven't been contacted by Grout. I thought I made it clear that you are not supposed to come back until... Grout's dead? What? Bok! Every time I think he's lost the scent. Bok is a hunter. They stalk and kill our kind to appease their god. But like many mortals, their so-called faith is nothing but a conduit through which they quench their killing urge. Who else would have killed Grout? Let you finish. With whom do you presume you're speaking? Look at me. Are you sure it was Nines Rodriguez? I'm glad you find this so amusing. I don't. And do you know why? It means... Under most circumstances, I would call a blood hunt on the murderer immediately. However, the anarchs of this city may interpret such an action to be a declaration of war. I do not want a war with them. This decision will take some time. I need to confer with the Primogen on this. In the meantime, I've come to a decision on the Ankaran sarcophagus, and I believe that for the safety of the inhabitants of this city, you don't like me. I can be a bit harsh at times, but you must remember, the responsibility of this city's kindred rests on my shoulders. So natural. This also is very important, so I need to call upon your skill once more. The Ankaran sarcophagus was quietly delivered to the Museum of Natural History a few hours ago. I would like you to bring it back. Let me finish. The manifest from the Dane shows there was a small box from the same dig on board, but it was listed as missing. Keep an eye open for it. It may have been overlooked. It's crucial. I have methodically calculated a solution to each dilemma thrust upon our community, and I don't have the time to paint your tiny mind its place in the big picture for each and every. Show him out.